Okay, so for this trick, literally what you're going to have, I'm going to have the different components for you guys at Ahwatukee. I'm sorry, at Scottsdale, Ahwatukee. This is all you have to do is get a couple different things. A cup, it can be a measuring cup, just something that you can easily see kind of how much you're putting in right there. So, like I said, I have just a cheap measuring cup, and then you have alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Okay, this one that I'm using is 91%. Okay, if you get something a little bit less, you're gonna have to play with the ratio of alcohol to water just to make it burn the best. The high alcohol percentage is about a 50-50 mix. Anything if you have a lower alcohol percentage, then you're gonna want to do a little bit more alcohol to water. That way, it has a better burn to it. Then just have some regular water, and then for on the table, what I use is just a rag. I dampen this one beforehand, so it's all nice and damp and wet there. That's what I'm going to be holding the bill over whenever I set it on fire. So pretty simple. All I do is I add a little bit of water here first, and if you can see here, the little 4 ounces right there, I'm just going to fill it up to about 2 ounces. So give it about 2 ounces right there, and then I'm going to, just a little bit more maybe, okay, and then I'm going to fill the rest up with the alcohol. Go ahead and put the water over here. I'm going to get the alcohol. I'm just going to pour that in. Just get a good amount of alcohol. So it's about 50-50 mix there. And you just kind of shake it up just a little bit. And then now you're ready to go set for the trick. Always have the alcohol off to the side. Actually, I always make this mixture right before I go on stage, because if you mix it too early, the alcohol starts to evaporate. Doesn't give as good an effect. Plus, you don't want to show the kids what you use, because then they'll go home and try it. And then they'll just use straight alcohol and they'll burn up their money. So always tell the kids, hey, don't try this at home. You can take the bill out of your pocket. What's the word? I would advise you to use a dollar bill to try it first. But whenever you're actually doing the trick, using like a 20 or a 50 or $100 bill, whatever you choose to use, I use a $100 bill with the kids. It's has the greatest effect because it's a big bill that they don't normally see in their everyday lives. So when you start to set it on fire, it creates a pretty big effect. So what you do is you just take the dollar bill, you start talking. You can watch the video, the other video that I have as to how I talked about it. You dip it in. Okay, you get it nice and you just kind of get it down in there, get it all soaking wet, kind of let it soak in there just a little bit. Okay, make sure it's completely saturated with it. Then you pull it out and you just kind of let it drip off just a little bit. You move the alcohol to the side. You want to make sure it's off to the side. Then you hang the dollar bill over the wet rag. You don't want to do it over the water alcohol. That really won't light on fire. I've tried to literally light it on fire. It won't light on fire, but just for precautionary reasons, just keep it off to the side. And what you're going to do, you're going to set it on fire and just let it burn. Okay? And then you kind of give it a little shake at the end. If it's kind of burning a little bit too long or something at the very end, you kind of give it a little shake and it goes out. And then you can touch it and show the kids, kind of wipe it off with the rag or whatever. If you have a dry towel, you can dry it off on there a little bit, kind of shake it off and just say, there it is, good as new. That's it.